The war of words between President Trump and Iran is escalating. The president slammed Iran's leader Hassan Rouhani on Twitter yesterday, saying, quote, "Never ever threaten the United States again, or you will suffer consequences, the likes of which few throughout history have ever suffered before."
This comes after Rouhani warned the United States in a speech Sunday that any conflict with Iran would be, quote, "mother of all wars." For more now on this, we want to bring in CBS News national security correspondent David Martin. He's joining us now from the Pentagon. So, David, what's the Pentagon's posture on Iran right now?
Well, surprisingly enough, for the past several months, the one place where the U.S. and Iranian militaries have regular contact, which is in the Persian Gulf, and specifically the Strait of Hormuz leading in and out of the Persian Gulf, the operations have been conducted in a professional way. There have been surprisingly few incidents compared to some time ago when the Iranians would take their small, fast boats and run them straight at U.S. warships as they pass through the Strait of Hormuz, or they would use lasers to dazzle the eyes of helicopter pilots operating off American ships in the Strait of Hormuz. We'll have to see if that changes now as a result of this exchange of rhetoric. But for a period of months, the operations in the Persian Gulf had been pretty professional on both sides. Now, why that was, you can only guess. My own guess is that when now Secretary of Defense James Mattis was a Marine general, he was the commander of Central Command responsible for that area, and it was well known that he was in favor of taking much tougher responses to Iranian provocations in the Gulf. And now that he's Secretary of Defense, it may be that Iran just doesn't want to test that proposition. But that is the one place where U.S. military and Iranian military forces are sort of within visual range of each other on a daily basis. There are other areas where the U.S. is in a confrontation with either Iran or with Iranian backed forces, and mainly that's in Syria, where Iranian militia are one of the principal means that Assad has been able to survive. In Yemen, where the Iranians are backing the Houthi rebels with both money and missiles, and the missiles are being fired against an American ally, Saudi Arabia. And of course, in Iraq, the Iranians are trying to influence the elections there in a way that will benefit them. You know, this exchange of rhetoric started with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's speech on Sunday night at the Reagan Library out in California. Last December, he was in that same library, and he said publicly that he had sent a letter to the head of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard's Al-Quds force, which is basically their overseas operatives, telling them that they would be held responsible if they were responsible for the deaths of any Americans in Iraq. So this confrontation has been bubbling along below the surface, and now it has come to the surface with the exchange of this angry rhetoric.